Right, and Eric Raymond, the open source guy that I was talking about earlier, was talking about Kafka trapping, which is when when your denial of a problem is used as evidence that you have a problem. Like, I'm not a racist. Oh, well, it's because you've got internalized racism. You're not aware of it. The very fact that you deny that you're a racist, that you're not conscious of your racist actions, is evidence that you are not adequately treating racism as a problem. We see this with sexism as well. This is the kind of crazy position that modern American intersectional third-rate feminism has got itself into, the sort of weird, contorted, logical loops that have led it, to get us back to our original subject, have led modern feminism to start privileging cry-bully, Muslim spokespeople and the idiot white collaborators in the media over women who are getting raped. And in just I'll say one more thing. The most horrifying example of where this has gone wrong was a German interior minister, which some of your listeners will have heard of this already. A German interior minister, male feminist, typical German male feminist, who said that the real problem wasn't women being assaulted. The real problem was right-wing platforms and chat rooms on the internet. And he said that what happens in right-wing chat rooms was at least as awful as what happened in Cologne.
Right. Words are violence, remember?
What?
Well, we also saw that's what happened right after Cologne, where like the first step wasn't, hey, we need to rethink our immigration laws because all of these reports are saying that it's the asylum seekers. No, their first step was to start cracking down on alleged hate speech against asylum seekers. And then you have Merkel,
and telling women how to behave.
A week after Merkel finally comes out and says, okay, we've got to rethink our immigration laws, not to make it more difficult for dangerous people to come into the country, but to make it easier to kick them out once they've already victimized somebody. So it's like, you can come here and victimize somebody and then go home, is basically what the policy is now.
I loved also the mayor of Cologne, like the day afterwards, who suddenly started literally victim blaming. She was saying, well, with women, women should, I'm gonna issue like a code of conduct for women so they don't, but you can stay like an arm's length away.
If you're walking in the street, stay an arm's length away, because that's gonna stop somebody.
It's gonna stop a rapist. It's like, why don't you go the whole hog? Why don't you just ask women to go around in niqabs? Why don't we just do that? If you really want women to be safe, why aren't they in burqas?
Or just stay home. What do you want to be a victim? Why are you leaving your house?
If you want to leave the house, you need a male companion, and suddenly we start to see Germany turn into much hotter, much more bleak countries far to the east.